My name's Thiago. Yoga's been a passion of mine since I was 5. And with quarantine and corona, it's all getting a bit boring. And what do I do to fill that time with good fun? I do yoga. And now I want to share some of my favourite yoga positions with you. Injury disclaimer. These have only been tested on me, so if you get injured during doing these, not my fault. Alright, so to start off, I'm going to show you one of my favourite, the classic, the warrior pose. So, to start off, one leg in front, one leg in back, like you're Usain Bolt, right? And then, you want to pray to the sun like you're an Indian hoping for water. And then here comes the cool part, right? This is where the warrior part comes in. Imagine you're like in Greece, you want to get the spear back, but instead of throwing it, you just hold it. And that's the warrior pose. Alright, so for the second pose, we have the bridge into the plank. Very simple, very easy to do. So, basically, I think all of you know what a push-up is, right? You go up, you go down, and you go up. Pretty easy. But then, for the plank, no, yes. It's a bit more difficult. I'm just joking, it's not. So, instead of doing this, you simply go on your forearms, and then put your butt in the air, and you hold. And as you're doing the plank, imagine an obese McDonald's ad sitting onto you for maximum gains. And this is where the magic comes in. Whilst you're doing that, you want to transition by doing this 180 and then into the plank. No, the bridge. And the bridge is done like this. Alright, so as you saw previously, we're getting into some more challenging poses, and right now I'm going to hit you with an absolute banger. And I call it the praying moon god. So what you want to do again, one leg in front, one leg behind. And now, instead of like the warrior, you want to do a 180 and you want to pray to the moon god for great gravity. Hold it for 5 seconds, breathe in, breathe out, and you're done. And since I know that some of you are a big fan of sports such as football, basketball, or if you're into more sprinting and so, the Olympics. And therefore I'm going to dedicate special tribute to those of you by doing the archer pose. So, as you know, for bow and arrow, you put one back, then you fire it. But for yoga, it's a bit more complex. You want to pick up one of your legs, it can be your right or your left, and then you pick it up, and then basically you put one arm forward, and then you bend in front, right, so you form an arch. Hold it for 5 seconds, and you're done. Alright, so for the next pose, this is dedicated for most of my audience because, as we know, most people aren't going to do anything in life. They're going to work their minimum wage job, probably stay in their parents' basements. So to make you feel a bit better about yourself, I'm doing a yoga pose dedicated to you. And it's called the L-man. So, what we want to do, this can be on the floor or any mattress, doesn't matter. You just lie down. And now, you pick one of your legs. I'm going to do the left one for this one. And you put it up in the air to form a right angle, 90 degrees of your legs. Then, using the same hand as the leg, you put your leg up, grab your toes, and now your other arm, you reach out like this to form an L. Hold for 5 seconds, make sure to breathe in and out. And you're done. Alright, so for the final pose, we're going to be doing something related to wildlife because, you know, veganism, green life, climate change, blah blah blah. Big fan of that. So I've decided to create something called the upreaching ant. Basically, lie down. And now, so put your legs, this position, very close together, legs together. Now, lay down. And before you do this, you want to take a deep breath because it's going to require a bit of flexibility. And then put one arm like this, so your elbows are facing the sky, and do it with both. And then just stretch here and hold. And breathe in and out. And feel the pressure going away from your lower back. And yeah, that's the upreaching ant. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my first yoga tutorial. We didn't go through much, but it was enough, I'm sure, to keep you occupied for the next few weeks. And why for the next few weeks, you ask? Well, because I'm going to be doing a second video. Who's excited? And for the next one, we're going to be doing a bit of a twist, as instead of doing it here, it's going to be topless yoga on the beach. So make sure to stay tuned, subscribe, give us a follow and share on social media.